Are we back? Of course, my fucking screen go flashing. I think we're back. Are we back on your end?
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna hit us with the reminisce. Hey, remember what happened in episode 4? Gotta take it back.
Gotta go ahead and show your head again.
Gotta take you back. Fucking. Now we gotta post everywhere again. Bug, bro. Come back. Hold on. All right. We got a 2-part season finale. We hit him with the 2-part season finale.
The 2-piece there.
Ain't that how Naruto hit him with?
I believe so.
I want to do it. I want to rap to this, bro. I don't know what happened though. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was. Everything was fine, and then that shit
it
get all
froze, and then it just crashed like the stock market. I ain't heard this in a minute. Alright, I guess I was gonna fucking get through. So it cut off. No, it ain't raining up here. Is it raining down there?
It was earlier today. That's why I asked.
No, bro, it's not raining. That's what I'm saying. Where the fuck did that come from? I don't know, bro. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Alright, damn, what's the last thing you heard, bro?
You talking about Night Service Radio?
I know but it may cut off for them well before it cut off for us. You know what I'm saying? Old girl being the strongest. Okay, so Marion, she's cursed, and they didn't really go into a story, which is dope. You know, she just said, I'm tied to the island. I can't remember why she's tied to the island right now. It'll come back to me later. But
because I believe the reason they did that is because in the Netflix show they still haven't revealed who she is yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the ties to the Netflix show. I ain't really watched the Netflix show. I just bits and pieces. But
I've watched it. I just haven't finished the 3rd season yet.
Yeah, the fact that they just did it. You know what I'm saying? But the stuff from the 80s, like, you know, when they found him, you know, he was bumping. So in the 80s show, it starts off he's training with Marion, and then it flashbacks to
Yeah,
how everything or whatever, and then the sister element and stuff. That's a lot of that's like speaking span for the 80s, and a lot of people that I talk to that watch the Netflix show, they say they stay true to what it is. They just change stuff here and there.
that's one thing that they changed is that his training he don't start with Marion in the Netflix show.
Yeah,
Like only reason we know who like people that watch the Netflix show just because her name is Marion in the movie, they automatically will know who she is.
yeah.
Like if you don't keep up with it, then you wouldn't know who she was. In the Netflix show, the little sister, she's the big sister. Say is the little brother. He
Okay.
can use Cosmo just like how she can in the movie.
Yeah,
And she gets kidnapped by them to go to the island to train.
yeah.
Gold Knight come and kidnap them one night, come and kidnap her
No,
one
yeah,
night.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So that's what happened in the Netflix show. And that's what causes Saya to have to go to the island because he manifests his Cosmo
Cosmo.
and they come and get him. And said he started training and Marion is the person that trained him though. And then he fight for the Pegasus armor.
Okay.
He gets
Yeah.
the
No,
Pegasus
I get that.
armor.
So in the '80s show, he is the younger brother. She's the older sister, but he don't know who Marion is, and we don't know who Marion is for years. Like damn near like I want to say damn near to the Hades arc, and then she's revealed.
The Hades arc is where she get revealed that in the
Yeah.
80s show. But like in the Netflix show, because it's for kids, they had to simplify the mystery just a
No,
little.
yeah, yeah, no. I get, and that's why I said like they took both elements.
Yeah.
It's truly it's they didn't leave people like me in the dust who grew up with it. Like cuz you know me, that's my first anime. That
Um,
is really like that's my if Digimon my heart, that's my soul, bro. Like everything like like you already know when I be talking about cosmic niggas, I always go back to Sailor Moon and the Knights. Like those are the two anime that like I based a lot of shit that I love off of, like and just the power scaling, like them niggas is broken, and then the fact that they simplified Cosmos in a way to make you understand like the power, like you can like punch somebody and code it in the cosmos and stuff, but you can hit them with the force of like a star. You know what I'm saying? Or a meteor shower, or like it's all about how you use the power. So you don't really have to have the damage destruction like it is in Dragon Ball Z. Like, and people think like you gotta see feats or whatever to understand how strong somebody is. When the
it's a power
cosmos,
system.
yeah, the power system in the cosmos is literally the universe. Like they wield the universe in their body, and like only another night could like really hurt another night. Like when they was, and then I love that they made the mother how she could create evil armor. I love how they made it to like a Iron Man type thing. Like she had the gold
Yeah.
casket and
Cause it's
created the
like that
stuff
in
with
the show.
technology. See, I didn't
They
know that,
said
but in it,
Gerard, she not a girl and Gerard isn't the mom. He's just a
yeah, yeah,
military
yeah,
dude that
yeah.
the cat.
So in the '80s, I think it is the mom, but she uses magic. Like you know,
Yeah, okay.
she's able to like she does the same thing except it's all magic. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I love that they did that. Like that was one of those things because I love when they like root like cosmic universal shit into science. I love when movies are doing that, like Transformers, how they root everything back to science because it makes it so much more believable if it was to happen in real life. And so it
Yeah,
literally was like Seiya has the power, like a cosmic Power Ranger suit, and they had like a military Power Ranger suit. And if you want to understand how the different forces of Power Rangers and Super Sentai work, that's literally it. Like you cannot touch the power of a cosmic. Like you can be coded in the energy of the cosmos, but a cosmic gifted power versus a cosmic obtained powers, two totally different powers. You know what I'm saying? And them nigga and say it was that when he got in his bag, and it showed that like he's not like he like the mental challenge like of him. Like, yeah, he wanted to save his sister, but he really just wanted to save himself. Like that mental block that he had, and then when he hugged himself, like all that shit, like that's from the '80s stuff. Like that's the shit that I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Like it really like touched me. Like, and a lot of stuff I forgot over time because I ain't seen Nights. They just now like made it to where like you can watch it because what's that damn
It's on
app?
Netflix.
Well, I'm talking about the new one. I want to see the old one.
The original one is on Netflix.
They put it on there now. See, like for the longest it
Mhm.
wasn't there. Like I want to say Retro Crush had it, but I couldn't. They didn't have Retro Crush on like the TV and stuff. So for me, the fact that like you got to see his armor fully on when he believed like and I love how they show how like they tied to like his mental like when you get to like cosmic beings, they're so strong that like you have to give them a weakness somehow. So when they don't believe in themselves and don't trust themselves, that's their weakness and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so when you see that like when he just tried to use the suit just because he did it at one time with Marion, that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get to the root of the problem. And Marion told you you was not ready. And I can't wait till when if they make another movie to see the next training session, cause like, and then when he used his Pegasus powers at the end, like I was like,
You say King.
yeah, bro, like that's his like Kamehameha, like his rising gun. And we get to see that. We got to see it one time, bro. And then when they showed they did how they used to do in the '80s, like, but when he does it, you see the constellation behind him, and then he like
Right.
does the beam or whatever. The fact they made the constellation in like behind him with the like just a pure
That's
galaxy behind
that's
him.
what they do.
Oh, that
That's what
shit
they
was
do
so.
in the show now. The show
Oh,
is like that. Cause like for the new show is like that. Cause like for
okay.
the Gold Knights, I like how they show how strong the Gold Knights are. They show that they move at light speed for combat speed,
Yeah,
not travel speed. They're fighting at light speed.
yeah,
What we see Seiya do at first as a bronze knight, it's not. It's faster than the naked eye can capture, but it's not light speed though.
yeah.
And how you see that is old boy. He like I can I can catch all of your punches because I'm moving at light speed. I'm moving faster than your punches can
And
travel.
I love how they showed that too. When people like how it kept slowing down. That was Seiya
Yeah,
activating the cosmos, and he was like when he could like when he started to perceive time and seeing them niggas moving, and he would like jump up and knock somebody out, or when he grabbed a boy and then slowed down and he threw him down, he was still
yeah,
going normal speed, but everything else was going slow. That's that cosmos shit, and that's what I be trying to tell people. The Saints are busted, bruh. They can slow
yeah.
down time whenever. It's part of the
Yeah, that's what I
cosmos.
like. They had that in the new show. Like when he meet the Leo dude,
Yeah,
his first
Leo.
ally in the Golden
Yeah,
Knights. When he meet Leo, that's when he shows Seiya that it's a real difference between a Bronze Knight and a Gold Knight.
yeah,
Like, bro, let me show you something real quick. He's like, throw your strongest move at me. He threw the strongest Ryusei can he had ever threw at that point in the show. And Leo caught them hoes. He caught every punch.
yeah,
He was like, that was like sparring training to me. He was like, you just a kid. You don't know what you're dealing with. He
yeah.
was like,
That's
my
how it
top
is
one
in the
move at light speed.
yeah. That's how it is in the '80s. Except when after he catches it, he's like, nah, this is an attack of a gold saint, and
That's what he do. And he
and he
shoot the lightning. He
yeah
hit him with the roar, and that's the lightning
quick
for
and he
him.
was on the ground quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and that's
So it
what
looked like
happened in case.
they just
See,
updated it for a
it's
new. It just
updated to
simplified
make
some
it for
stuff.
kids.
Yeah,
That's all that it is. Like tit for tat is the same thing. It's a little faster. The Nero arc is way faster. That's the first 12 episodes of the first season. And the last 12 is him playing the Dark Knights like he did in the movie.
yeah.
It's the last 12 episodes of the first season. The second season
So
is he
okay,
fighting Silver
so
Knights and Gold Knights. And then the third season is him fighting Gold Knights.
okay, so in the '80s, the whole first season was him understanding the cosmos flashback in his
Yeah,
journey.
that was like 3 episodes, two or
Yeah.
three episodes.
Okay, and then the second season was like the Dark Knights and Old Boy, and then you get
That's the end. That's
Phoenix.
the end of
Yeah.
that shit in the first season. That's
Okay,
the end of the
okay.
first
I
season.
like
Like
that. I like that.
He fight Nero like mid season finale, like 12. And he go on and he fight Gerard's like Black Knights, cause the nigga that he beat in the beginning to get the Pegasus armor, he's the head Black Knight in the show in
That's
the
how.
new armor shit. That's
Okay,
how it
so
is in the movie.
he the head Black Knight too, but he wasn't. He didn't have that much emphasis in the '80s.
Yeah,
Like he
like
was
he
the
was the
same.
actual trained saint. Like this was the nigga that say fought in the finals in they show for the armor. Like he would have gotten it if he beat Saiyan. That's like how they made him a little special.
Yeah.
Where you see him again. That's like another change that you can say to him.
Okay, yeah, because in the show, you see, so like you see him fight him in the beginning, and then later on he become a Dark Knight and he fight him again, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, that's the nigga from the beginning, but it's just that like he not nobody important. He just like the same nigga, like to show you how, you know how like in how the '80s and '70s anime were like. You got that one character from the beginning, and he whooped your ass. Then the big character, you see him again, and you beat his ass. That basically how he was perceived back then. But they always said the manga he was like more important.
He is
So
more important
it
because he
seemed
come
like
back
they
in the
took a
third
lot.
season for something. He come
Yeah.
back again in the
No,
third
yeah,
season
he
for some
come
when
back.
they find the Gun Knight.
He come back later, and when he come back later in the show in the '80s, he way more important. Like he get like a
Yeah.
little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the kind of like how Piccolo was supposed to be one off, but then Piccolo became some way
That's
different.
how that's exactly how old boy is in the show because he come back and his moment is really important for what was going on.
Yeah, I fucked with it hard, bro. I was just the whole time I was just shocked in general that it
Well, see,
was
I was
that I
shocked
was
at how
here.
good it looked. I was
Yeah,
shocked at
like
how good it
Sony,
looked.
you know, Sony threw some bucks at that.
It looked
I
real
just
good
want,
to be like an anime movie.
I just want to know why it was only in select theaters. Like your theater and the theater I went to, they're like over 100 miles apart.
Hey, my theater had it was one of the only theaters that had it on Thursday night. Like when I seen
Yeah, like mine had it, but it was one showing at like 4, and then that's why I had to go Friday, and I
it,
was
it was
just
to
like,
test the waters with it. Cause
you
that
said.
is
So
like
you
a
gotta watch Netflix for no, you don't gotta watch nothing, bro. You
no,
can
you
go
don't have
watch
to.
it.
That's just what it's based off of.
Yeah, like it. So Saint Seiya was a manga. Saint Seiya was the
It got
anime.
so many adaptations. It got a bunch
Yeah,
of different adaptations to it.
yeah.
This was just the one that they chose that was the most streamlined for what they
Cause
was looking to audience protect.
Netflix really took Saints and brought it to a whole new generation. Like
Made it fun.
Saints was their first anime that was like Netflix exclusive. Like that was their shit.
This how you know it came out with Ajin, all them other shits. They don't have a second season, or they don't have a third season. This was the one. Even though it got picked up by Crunchyroll, they may have to let it go to Crunchyroll, but Crunchyroll continued it though and retell the story. It
I mean,
literally picked up from the
that's
end of the second season.
that's what they did with Berserk. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this though, like so rude, like Saint came out with Dragon Ball, like Saint, like
In the 90s, in the 80s.
yeah, the era that late '70s, early '80s, the era of manga that Dragon Ball came out in, it was Dragon Ball, Saint, uh, JoJo's, fucking, what's the other one?
Joe's for sure.
Gundam, the manga Gundam, not the show Gundam. Uh, but it was like a one shot. Then they made it to no. The manga came later. It's not Gundam. It's not Gundam. It's what's the niggas called? Vote V. Vote.
Trying.
No, not Voltron. Voltron was one of them too. But Vote V. It's some Votes V. Votes 5. Something like that.
I
They
gotta know what you're talking about. And
they
their
got
helmets had fires on them.
yeah.
Fires.
Yeah, they was like yeah. But they got a movie coming out in Taiwan. Taiwan made a whole movie about them. It's a live action shit. That shit look fire. But it ain't
That
out.
just like, cause like I had hope for this movie because Netflix the Rurouni Kenshin movie so good. It
My
was the best. Like when people seen when new movies came out to Netflix, people was like, "These the best live action anime movies ever," because they was hard. They was real samurai movies.
mm-hmm.
It was just a beat 'em up samurai movie,
But
but it
they
followed the
stuck.
manga to the truth.
They stuck to the. Y'all about to say they stuck to the
It was
manga
to the
to the
T.
T. They didn't leave nothing out. That's why it
And
took
if you
so many
look at it,
movies.
to 3 movies because they did it by the arcs. Like if you look at the manga, it's 3 arcs. When he beat the wife, when he beat the bad guy, when he killed the fucking bad guy. Them the 3 arcs in it. So it's good to see that they took because they is getting this new adaptation for the anime next month. This shit gonna be dope. It just made this with Knights of the Zodiac gave me so much more hope. Like it's like this was in the movie. Well, it's one thing getting
That's
Rurouni
a
Kenshin,
first.
all 3 of them hoes on Netflix. This was a live action movie that looked like this in the movies.
People can't
Like
say anime out there. Like the whole time I was watching them fight, I was like, Dragon Ball Z next. Dragon Ball Z next.
they got to do it justice because it was the first one they fucked up. They ruined the whole live action industry for anime at first. That was the first one. It's the first one that we all said that they should have tried. It
Yeah.
was a Hollywood fuck up because of the time that it came out in 2009.
No, but also back then, people just took a name because of the name and just made a movie.
And they
Now,
made it whatever. They made it
yeah,
whatever they wanted it to.
Marvel made it cool to pay attention to the source material. Like
They made
Marvel,
it cool to be a reader. They made it cool to know your subject matter.
and so now, like, bro, the whole time I'm watching Saints, I'm like, oh, I remember this. Oh, this got to be from like the new stuff, the
When I was
animation.
watching that whole, it was like I seen it play out if it was a live action TV show. Like how we didn't see Nero really do that.
Yeah,
You see him in the show, but like he come and he fucking with his sister. He telling his sister, "Shine, what you doing? You ain't no saint."
yeah,
I'm the same. I'm because like in the show they tell you off real. Nero armor, the Phoenix Bronze Knight armor is the strongest bronze armor in the game.
yeah.
Can't get stronger than a Bronze Knight armor off real than Phoenix Nero.
And that's why I love that.
He was
That's
already he's just a bad dude.
and that's why I love that. Like the Pegasus Knight is the only knight that can go between, like go up. Like he
He's
can
the
start,
only one that can
can
go
go
up. He
and
can
go
go from
between.
bronze to silver to
Yeah,
gold.
like ain't nobody do that. You're either a gold knight or a silver knight
Silver
or a
or
bronze knight.
bronze.
Like or
Whatever your coin is,
that's what
the
it is.
coin, that's what it is. It can't be stronger.
Now,
Bronze can't be stronger than silver, and it definitely ain't beat gold. Silver
yep.
always.
Before they go off, like it's still there, like it's still
It's
blinking.
still there. Like I'm looking at it. It's still
Okay,
there.
okay, there you go. We back, we back. Fuck.
Okay,
I'm glad I got
but
two things on my damn screen recorder to
for sure, for
get
sure.
in there. Fuck.
But yeah, in the show, you get the little necklace.
You got the necklace?
It stretches, and that's like what it is. But you can take their necklace from them, and they can't use their armor no more. That's like the one thing that we've seen in the show. When the necklace fucked up, that mean that the armor's probably fucked up because at the end of the second season, he got beat up by the Leo at first, and he fucked his armor up. the coin was all bent up and shit. And he was like, damn, and he turned it like he took it off and he threw it on the ground. That's how you make it turn into the box. And when it came out, it was all beat up and shit. He was like, damn, how I fixed this. And Sienna had told him they got to take it to the forge and they fixed it in the third. And shit. I
Okay.
like that thing.
It
Like you
it
said, it
it
was
made
good.
the armor may turn into a necklace in the 80s. I don't think it does. I think once you unlock the box, it bonds to
It's
you and you
on
just
you.
call
Like it's
it.
on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, cause like that's it's funny that you said that you can take a nigga coin or you can best them in a duel.
Yeah.
That's how Nero became a Silver Knight in canon in the show.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
pulled up and he fought
Yeah, like
Silver Knight
Nero.
Hercules and he fought another Silver Knight and he whooped both of them. But the gimmick in it was he only accepted the duel from the second nigga, so the
Yeah.
first nigga didn't count. He became a Silver Knight through honor and the second nigga. And in the third season, when he come back and he held them, the Silver Knight, his armor's changed. He got a little upgrade.
Yeah,
Silver Phoenix
Nero.
Knight Nero.
That's where. Remember, I told you I be naming my characters Nero sometimes. That's where I got it from,
Yeah.
like him.
In the
So
70s and the 80s, he icky, I believe.
yeah, but no, in the manga he's Nero though. In the manga he Nero.
I don't
See,
know why
they
in the
got
70s
English.
he named Icky though.
No, so like some translations, one of the translations they got a different name. That's why I'm glad Seiya's name stayed the same.
Insane.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what I didn't. Say what?
They didn't shoot because it was another one that I thought they could have based it off of. But that one would have been, you would have had to been familiar with Saint Seiya. But that's like a popular one. Though. People love that one. Lost Canvas. The one where
Yeah, Lost Canvas is the one that the games are based off of.
yeah, people
And
love
yeah,
that one. That was the one that people wanted this movie to be based off of. They
but
wanted it to
Lost
be based
Canvas
off of Lost
picks up
Canvas.
off of the 80s.
You
Like
have
it.
to understand that it's a reincarnation type thing to get
Mm-hmm.
why his name isn't Seiya, but he looked like Seiya. You
Yeah.
had to know that much to get to
No,
Lost Canvas.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Like that one's like it's the same. It's how the 80s was the one I grew up with. So I watched Lost Canvas, and you know what I'm saying.
Canvas
That's
is
why.
okay. That was the first time they showed my Zodiac, not Capricorn Sid. That's the first time you seen S Sid.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's the one. That's where Capricorn's from.
Sid.
He's in Lost Canvas. Yeah,
With that
cause I
sword.
was telling somebody,
Nigga
I was like,
righteous with that hoe.
I was telling somebody Sagittarius and Virgo is different, but Capricorn nice too. But I
Boy got
forgot.
that sword
I
and his
forgot that.
arm and then Lost Canvas. He had the dope. He
Yeah,
was
he
the
was
only
hard.
Golden Knight. Best the upper tier niggas by himself. Not only did my nigga lose his arm, it was his sword. He turned the lost arm into a fucking sword. He still was out here
Yeah,
giving
he
these
he
niggas.
different. He
Bro.
different. But
So
yeah,
I just got to believe my Cosmo can cut through anything. And he went through
listen.
anything.
That was listen. That's why I say I love Saints. Virgo, the first character I loved him before I even knew what a fucking horoscope was, and the fact that he was
Oh,
my
bro.
horoscope, bruh. I
Just
was
made
just
it that
more in
much more
love,
harder.
bruh. Cause I liked him
Like
as a
said, cause he
kid.
the only one that used his hands to fight. Everybody else use a weapon, or they use their Cosmo.
Or they use a
Sid
fist.
coming at you, or they use their fist. Sid, sword. Like he the only one that has a sword in a Golden Knights room, in the room of the Golden Knights. Said I love Sid. Then he Capricorn with the goat horns on his shit. He look a little devilish out there as a
Yeah, my
knight.
nigga. Yeah, he different. He different. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I don't know. Like I'm just. It's just crazy that it's here. Like
It's crazy.
like
You would think that Saint Seiya would be the one that looked this good, that he just feel the most natural.
it's
It
what I
fell
wanted
here and
Power
there,
Rangers
but
to
it's
be.
perfect for what it is, though.
Yeah, it's
Can't
exact.
say
What?
can't say it was bad at all. People say that it was bad. I can't say that it
No.
was bad. I need to let go of that nostalgia. That's what it is.
And then on top of that, it didn't even feel like it was 2 hours, bro. I was so upset it happened And the
It
pace is
feel like
like,
it's short as fuck. It's
yeah,
fast.
it feel fast, but the
That's one
pace is,
thing they get from the Netflix show. The pacing of the Netflix show is
they
real
get it
fast.
going. They get it going.
Get it going. It gets you from him training, him participating to see who Athena Knights is gonna be, him fight Nero, then he
Hmm.
fight the Black Knights right after he fight Nero, beat the fuck up, say getting out the mud.
No, he
And
fight the
that's when
Black Knights, then he fight Nero.
he fight Nero first. Like Nero is the first person that he fight because at the beginning of the first season, you think Nero died
Oh,
because
you
he
talking
saved
about
the
the
village off
anime? No,
Nero.
I'm talking about
In
the
the anime,
movie.
yeah.
No, I'm talking about
Movie,
the
no.
movie.
I know it's different in the movie. I'm saying like that's how
Yeah,
the pacing is in the anime. Like he fight Nero in a volcano, goddamn. Shit,
yeah.
you think,
Which is fucked
yeah.
up. He went to his playing field. That nigga's fire.
Talking about Seiya was in that whole boxing with Nero in the show, and that's when it showed you how brutal it could be, even for a kid show. He was beating the fuck out of Seiya, and that's when I seen why it was rated mature then. It was not mature PG-13 because it went from PG the first 3 episodes to PG-13 when it got to the episodes with Nero in it because Nero was dogging niggas. He was putting his hands through niggas, ripping niggas' arms off in that hole. You
And
didn't see the blood. You didn't see the blood until the second season. But the second season, when he fight the Silver Knight, he
mhm.
punch a hole through the first nigga chest, and he like, I'm the strongest bronze knight there
Is
is.
this the
You
one
gonna
that's
run
in
me up, hey?
3D?
And this the one that's the CGI one. It take
Damn.
off in the second season. Cause you get Seiya roll like they give Seiya more moves than they did, and that's what a lot of people don't like. He learned his moves a little fast, but he have a reason to though. He was protecting Mary when he learned this move. That's more of a reason. That's when he learned the roller crush. He grabbed the whale nigga. He's
Yeah.
like, hey nigga, I owe you for when you slammed me on my head. You know, I said, oh, they can't say his roller crush.
I'm check it out. I'm gonna rewatch the '80s one first though, cause I don't know.
I want to watch the 80s now. You
Nah,
got
I
me
love,
one
bro.
got
I
me
love
interested
it.
in it. I
I
want to
love the
finish it because
'80s,
I
bro.
started it and it's so long in certain places.
But it's
Like I'm
so
in the
good.
season. I'm in the season that got 100 episodes for this one season. And it's the
Yeah.
only season that got
That's
100
why.
episodes
That's
in
why
it.
I was. That's why I was shook at the end, cause I thought me thinking how the '80s is. I'm thinking, he gonna, Phoenix gonna get. He not gonna fight at the end. He just gonna be teased. But that nigga fall. I was like, oh, okay, we up. We in that
I
thing,
was like, ooh, they in this whole game. Wait, the action?
bro. When they got the
And
fight,
then,
and then the fact that
then
they
I
had
found this out.
multiple, huh?
Found this out. Seiya, the dude that plays Seiya, that's Donnie Yen, boy. He's the
Yeah,
oldest son. I
yeah,
was like, you a dog with your daddy out here with it.
yeah.
I was like, Donnie Yen raised him a son that's an action star like him.
But it's
Said,
over
all
with.
right.
Nepotism at its finest.
Then he doing an anime movie, like he's still sticking to action movies. He be doing an anime movie
But
though.
that's what
Like
he grew up
he's
with.
doing that. Oh, yeah, he's
Like,
doing it because he's
like
fun with it.
now that we have grown up, we finna make all that anime shit, bro. Think
All the
about,
anime
think about
shit.
people who like in that shit, like Michael B. Jordan and shit. Like, all of us are grown
Actors that are
now.
in
We,
that shit.
yeah,
It's like we
like,
already got actors that want to do it, and we the fans want to see it. Shit, we just needed to come together.
it's just crazy, like stuff like I was watching the Transformer trailer in the Guardians movie. It's
They made
crazy,
Optimus into a dog. Did
but
you
he
hear
been
that?
that, but he
That's
been
the
that.
he been like I ain't never heard him cuss like that before. I even was like,
My thing was though, like we at the time now.
gorilla, stand the
Listen,
fuck down,
we at
gorilla.
the time now that the '90s is the retro era now. That they CGI the Twin Towers now. Like we're in a time period now the that the Twin Towers have been gone long enough that they can make
Early
movies with
two
it
thousands.
in it again.
The early 2000s is becoming retro time now.
That's crazy to think about, bro.
Cause we just in 2023. That shit wasn't even a whole 20 years ago for real.
No, but it was though. 2001 was
2003
20.
was 2001 and
No,
2000, the early 2000s. When you get to like 5, then it ain't a whole 20.
but that's
And
2
then
years
you,
away.
It's 2 years away compared to
The
shit that
Twin
we look
Towers
at
fell in
now.
2001. What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, but then compared to shit that we look at now that we say retro from the 90s, or not even the 90s, we say retro shit is like the 80s and the
that's what
70s for
we
them.
think. But the
Yeah,
90s is retro. Why do you think it's getting harder to find a Game Boy Advance now? Because now the kids that was born in 2000, they're in high school now. They want to play. They want to know why Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow was so
they
special.
want to experience it
They
like
want
we
to
did.
play the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger SNES game now. They want to play a Super Nintendo. That's why going back. That's why I had to go buy the Sega Saturn. I had to get that for it. I had to cop that for niggas want to get on the Sega Saturn train. I went back, had to go get that GameCube for it's gone no more. I'm finna get another 360. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially PlayStation. Don't get me
Speaking of
started about
GameCubes,
PlayStation shit.
I found my purple one. Shit,
Bruh, listen, that's why I bought a black one.
purple
Like,
one with the black controllers. I
the
had black controllers for mine.
bruh, my black one, I was just like, bruh, like, I had a black one, and the fact
I
that this
didn't
is
know them
black.
hoes came in orange, bro.
Yeah, they came in all colors. Like, I had a silver one, I had a black one when I was growing up.
I had a purple one, a black one, and then I had a yellow one. I thought the yellow one was even had the Pikachu face on it. I thought that was just because of Pokemon, because it's Nintendo.
They had a normal yellow one too.
I see, I ain't know that. I didn't
They
know
had
that
a,
hoe came in
they
orange.
had
Like, I
like,
seen an orange one. I said that bitch came in orange.
yeah, for every controller they ever had, that's what color they had too. It's just some. But see, you got to remember back then, places had Toys R Us exclusive, Best Buy
Yeah.
exclusive, Circuit City exclusive,
And that's what
Target
them colors
exclusive.
was. The colors
hmm
was probably them exclusives. Okay.
Yeah, like that's all that shit was. Cause I remember the Toys R Us exclusive was fuck, I forgot. But the black one was fucking like you can only get that at GameStop. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Look at GameStop, they were black, so that mean that's it.
yeah, so they did. James Gunn did right by Guardians.
Look, this is all I got to say. I don't care what no nigga said. I was in that bitch in tears when I seen Rocky's story. I was seeing the second
Yeah,
movie when he went off like that, when he was like, she called me a vermin, he called me a critter.
he
Shit,
got every
I shoot
reason.
your leg. And I could have every reason to feel how he felt, bro. I just seen that.
No,
And what he
you want to know
went
what broke
through.
me? You want to know what broke me? If Nebula says,
That
"Oh,
was
he
worse
works
than
the
what Thanos did to
Thanos,"
me.
bro,
This is worse than what Thanos did to me.
sick, bro.
I said, bruh, we just seen what could have been Little Rocket's origin story to be a villain.
Bro,
Rocket could have been Thanos, goddamn. He had every reason to be. He
sick,
said,
bro.
like, this shit hurt, like, bro, I had napkins. I was in that bitch wiping tears out of
That
my
shit,
face. I was in that bitch crying so hard. I was like,
bro.
Rocket, bro.
That
I
for
felt
Nebula to
so bad
sit
for Rocket.
for Nebula to sit back and be like, that shit's fucked up, and
And the
she was
look
like,
on
oh yeah, I'm finna kill this nigga myself.
Do
Like,
you see the look on Drax's face? The look on old girl face, even though she
man,
wasn't the version of herself, they did it. The
yeah,
look on her
Gamora for the
face,
past, like everybody was shook at that moment.
everybody was like, "Fuck it, we didn't expect this to have happened to you, cause he be so happy when he don't be fucked up. He just like Star Lord. He happy, joking around. He
He be
Groot daddy. That's all
chilling,
that we know. He
and
Groot daddy.
that's why, bruh, when Groot seen it, bruh, I was
Groot
torn for Groot.
That's what killed me right there when Groot see he was.
Bruh. Listen, time out though.
I can't wait till Marvel drop the subtitles and you know they put the subtitles where Groot really be saying on Disney Plus. I
Yeah.
can't wait till they put that movie on Disney Plus and we get to see what Groot actually said in that scene.
Listen, bruh. Listen, bruh.
That shit gonna hurt, bro.
When Peter seen that and him and Groot knew what it was, they said, "Oh yeah,
Knew
it's
what it
up.
was.
It's up."
That nigga gotta go. He gotta go.
It was up. Them niggas walked in there, bruh, and they was all 10, bruh. When I say Groot knew what time it was, that nigga pulled out them guns, bruh, that scene was hard, bruh.
On the tree branches.
Bruh, that nigga said,
Oh,
I got bullets for everybody.
got a bullet for everybody. Times two, times four around this
Him
hole.
and Peter don't play about Rocket, bruh. Them the two that don't play about him.
Cause they be so happy with him. They so used to seeing him
That's they
happy to
dog,
see him
bro.
like that. To see
Bruh.
your dog like that. That hurt them, bro.
Bruh.
I was in that bitch in
I
tears when
time
I
out.
seen Rocket story.
I love how they iterated the but that wait, let me before I say that. This is why people love Marvel so much. Like Marvel characters, when done right, are some of the most special characters in the world,
You
bro.
can't say Rocket ain't got a special place in your heart, nah.
Not
Cause we
even
ain't
that,
known
like-
his story for so long.
No, but that's the thing though. Like that's all in the bro. That's one of the first Marvel
The
movies.
first things that you
Ripped
supposed to learn
straight.
about Rocket.
But no, not even that. Like that's one of the like you in a lot of iterations you don't learn about Rocket's story to the High Evolutionary. But that's one of the that story straight from the Ultimate Universe. They just took it page
Dark.
for page, bro.
It was perfect. It was
They
dark
took-
enough. It was too
and the-
because when I seen it, I was like, this either gonna be the most recent version when they went Groot when like in the most recent version, Groot was with him when that shit happened. Groot was a part of the High Evolutionary shit. Like
Groot was never part
Thought
of
they-
what you talking about. Groot was
that's like in the new version and then when he met Rocket as a baby raccoon. Before they made the
I don't
whole
see. I ain't
Guardians
never
of the
seen none of that.
Galaxy.
I ain't never seen
That's
none of
like
that.
the new. That's like the newest take on them, and they stopped that because
Yeah.
it didn't fit their characters. It would have made their characters too different, and that was like why I said I didn't like that story. I didn't like. It was a cool story to see
No,
Peter
this
beat him
one-
like that.
This one was
The
from
original story is perfect the way that it is.
so the story so the ultimate version was that, but the old '60s version, you know, Lila is his wife, and like
Yeah.
she gets away, but like she gets shot, but like he gets away, and then he finds out she lives, and then she still dies and stuff. But so I thought they was gonna mix the two of those, but they literally just took the ultimate story of all of them dying and shit, and them being friends.
You was the only one that survived.
And he the only one that survived, bruh. And bruh, listen, man, that shit hurt in the comics.
Survivors
So
guilt.
yeah, like it's real, bruh. Like especially when them was your niggas, bruh. Y'all was dreaming, and then for him to live out his dreams and do everything he said he was gonna do, bruh. Like my God, that shit hurt. But when the one thing that like fucked me, bruh, the whole movie was fucking me up. I thought it was gonna end like Spider-Man. I was like, I'm not ready to be torn again, bruh. These Marvel trilogies have been fucking me up. And I told you, it's either ending on a somber note, like you don't really get no happy ending, but it ain't. The whole movie was destruction, and then you end at like a could be worse. Or you get your happy ending and you get to ride off in the sunset. I'm just happy these niggas got to ride off in the sunset.
Up in the sunset.
Cause them
Yeah,
niggas
bro. Like
just-
then that crazy, too crazy happened to them
Bruh.
to end this trilogy.
Cause like
You know
only
what
a couple
again?
movies that got that ending. Iron Man got it, and Iron Man 3, my nigga rolled off in the sunset. Except we know what happened when in the end game. But Spider-Man ended somber. Ant-Man ended somber. Like he got a happy ending, but when you think about it, the nigga set everything up for
That shit. Oh
he-
God, he set everything up for what we finna see later
Exactly.
for his happy end, and like him being ignorant to the fact that Cape News is leading nigga there, like him being, I guess it's all right, like fuck it, him being like that is what's gonna cause everything.
Exactly. Thor would have been a happy ending, but it was more like he's at peace with himself. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at Thor, like even though Thor had a quadrilogy,
Thor
I
was
look
like a
at-
family movie. Thor was turned into
they
like a
ruined
family
it.
movie.
They ruined it. They need to
Turned
come out
into
with
the
a.
family movie.
They need to come into a. They need to make a director's cut of that shit and make it longer with different scenes and shit. But because the whole everything like they've ruined Gore the God Butcher. He was the best thing in the movie. But anyway, Guardians, everything, and then it's just it like that one started off like we know who we are, we know what it is, we know these niggas. Let's get this shit cracking. And I love the
Yeah.
pacing. And then every time it could have been a downtime where like they was like going off somewhere or doing something else. It go back to another flashback. So like it's like Rocky wasn't in the movie the whole time, but he was the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the fact that we saw all those flashbacks in his life up until like he left, that was special, bro. And they fight at the end, bro, was magical, bro. And I was like, oh man, they ain't gonna make it. Oh, they ain't gonna make it,
These
bro.
niggas
When you see,
die.
bro, when you see that nigga bust that nigga in the head, and then my nigga Peter coming in like, nah, this ain't it. That ain't it. This ain't that. And bro, this ain't that. And then Groot comes
Started
in.
laying them hoes.
And bro, and the fact that Gamora came in the end too, like, bro, I was like, oh, we lit. We got the whole squad here. This is the Guardians of the motherfucking galaxy right here. This squad. And then my nigga Adam Warlock saved my god the end, bro. Like, oh my god, bro.
It was to
'Cause,
top it off.
bro,
Cherry on
I
top.
just knew he was finna die.
I
I
did.
just knew because I was like, this nigga can't survive space 3 times. Who you gonna say the third time? The first time your bitch saved you. The second time your daddy saved you. Oh, this
Hey,
it.
who gonna tell you
This
this time you
it.
finna die, nigga?
And then for them to create the Genesis photo. The Genesis, the thing from the Bible when God touched Adam. Get it? Star Lord
Yeah.
touching Adam Warlock. Bro, I was
Hello.
like, let's go. I was lit, bro. I was lit.
That was dope. Marvel
was-
did. James Gunn did. Was in his bag with that.
And you know that was
gonna
his
be-
last movie. That's his last movie. He's going to
he's
DC
gonna be
now.
Great. He's gonna be great in DC.
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but he gon' if he do what he did with that, DC
Can't
ought
wait to see his Superman movie. His Superman movie gonna tell it out.
I want to
His
see his
Superman movie be
Batman.
good.
That
The rest of them hoes gonna be jumping.
His
Especially if he take Robert Pattinson and he made a super like a Justice League movie. Robert Pattinson is his fucking Batman. Cause he already
But
hit
that's
the
the-
age range.
but that's
He
the
already said he gonna take Superman back to teenage years. What he did when he beat Robert Pattinson later on, they be the same age. So he already set this shit up well. Robert Pattinson is the centerpiece. Like, cause he already done had his origin story already. Second movie gonna have Crockett and Clayface in it. That shit gonna be jumping.
yeah.
We ain't never seen Killer Croc in a movie before. It's gonna still be the LA noir shit, but it's gonna be more of like a horror movie and a crime drama this time. Because of Croc in the sewer. They said.
But my thing, I don't think the Batman's gonna he finna save DC if he keep it at it. No, for real. Like if he do what he did,
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
know, cause when I watched Suicide Squad, I was not fucking with Suicide Squad.
That was it, but that was him trying to make up for what people didn't like in the first movie, though. Cause it was just gonna be whatever the fans like. Cause the fans like the second one more than they like the first one. Because it's more Suicide Squad-ish.
No,
And
yeah, I
understand
do.
what they mean.
Let me just say this. I do like Suicide Squad. Don't get me wrong. It's just it felt too much like
It
Guardians.
felt too cartoony. It felt too cartoony
That
for me.
it felt too much like he was trying to mimic Guardians instead of make.
Yeah,
but then
instead
again,
of making it,
But then again, I'm not really familiar with the Suicide Squad. I don't read the Suicide Squad.
I am.
So-
And the biggest complaint with the first movie is the team. Team is what they didn't like in the first movie. It is only because of the dude with the tattoos and the witch. She's actually on the team when she's supposed to be the antagonist of the whole thing.
Okay.
The second movie, they fixed that by making it seem like the first team that you see is the actual Suicide Squad with their B team.
Mhm.
Team was sent after B team on the other side of the fucking island.
Mhm.
So that's Suicide Squad-ish, like, cause that's how most of the comics start off. Start off and you see everybody fucking die, only to find out that was B Squad. Like they was meant to fucking die.
Yeah.
Be A Squad later, and then that's fit the role of Suicide Squad.
No,
Like,
I
that's
know
why
that
I
they
said-
always set up Suicide Squad like it's always a team that fail and a team that actually get it done. Like when
But I get
Batman,
what you.
I only read when Batman led the Suicide Squad.
That's why people love the animated one because he's the one that end up leading the Suicide Squad that he find that's in Arkham in the animated one,
Yeah.
and that's why I was gonna say that movie would have worked way better if it was animated with the same voice. It could have been the exact same movie. The violence just would have felt more natural for it to be an animated movie.
Yeah,
The
it
violence was too over the top for me
yeah,
for
that's what
it
I'm
to
saying.
be a
Like
DC movie.
the violence, but even still, like the violence just felt too much to where it was unbelievable.
Too cartoony. Like it was way too cartoony. Like I get the jokes in this,
And
that,
that's
and the
another
third
thing. It
because
was jokes everywhere. It's like, damn, bro, can we not have
much. It
any?
was too
And
much.
so, but me, I love Idris Elba. So like when it got to like Harley Quinn, Idris Elba, and like when the story started unfolding, and then when I saw my boy, what's that starting Starfish? What's his name? Fuck. Anyway, when I seen him, I love his
Like
dumb.
Starro.
Yeah, I love his
Starro.
dumb ass. Like I just love I just think I like who would have thought a fucking starfish is an alien like and they always people like scientists always think like starfish is the aliens because how they operate.
It's so weird because they how they
It's
operate.
weird
Yeah,
as
they
fuck.
can regrow pieces of
So like
themselves. That's the
that
shit that
shit
came in. That's really good.
and then when he took the mind control it's like you Nick like shut up. Like it's just dope. He's just a dope character. So
Yeah.
to find out that was the real villain, that's fire to me. It's just that I don't know. I don't know. Like not that many years. We just had the first Suicide Squad. I don't know. It was just weird. Like
It was the flop, and they said let James Gunn make one. Let him do his Suicide Squad because he said that he had a vision for a Suicide Squad movie before.
yeah,
And like, let James Gunn do it, and
but
he did it, and people liked his more.
I do love that like James Gunn has put in the work to where he could be a leader. I just know he doesn't want to be over all of DC. He said that, but it looked like that's what is fixing to happen. But my thing
Especially
is,
like
he
I
already
said,
said that like everything else finna be axed unless this Flash movie finna do what I think it do and erase everything and like combine the timeline. And then
yeah.
we got Robert Pattinson, Batman, Shazam. But then again, they be maybe gone. We don't know.
Like that's what I'm saying. If he said he gonna scrap everything, the only person that he said he would keep because he has his own standalone origin story that he can work with into his own universe is the Batman because of how standoffish that it is.
Yeah, Batman can literally exist doing his own thing in Gotham until he's needed in something bigger. But that's the thing
Until
though,
something
like
happen.
that's the thing though. It's been so many different versions of Batman. That's why I'm kind of excited for Flash. We get Michael Keaton, and we gonna get Christian Bale gonna be in that bitch too. Oh my nigga, them my niggas, bro. My childhood and my teenage years, bro. I'm lit.
It'd be cool to see them as the different versions of Flash, like in his different
And then
times.
they
It'd
said
be
our
dope.
boy from the CW gonna be in it.
Like he's gonna be one of the Flashes because he actually you see him pop up where he could be in the movie and stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's what
that's
I'm
like why
saying.
he's actually
And that's what I'm
he's one of
saying.
the
The
Flashes.
shit gonna be, if they do it right though, cause like the Flashpoint movie. I mean, at the end of what you call it, what was it called? The new 52, and then it started with the fucking World War II
When
shit.
when the Flashpoint movie was the first time they reset it,
Yeah,
and
this
then
the
the
second
Dark
time.
Side War
That's what
is
it
the
is. Dark Side
second
War.
time because he
Yeah.
did that shit again because he was like they saved him and he was the only one that went fucked up and he was like, bro, get everything. Constantine was like, Harry, look at this shit. This is what you turn this shit into. Make it better. Anything is better than this. Any like in
Anything.
the movie, he literally tell him that he like, bro, look at everybody. Wonder Woman, not even Wonder Woman, she a fucking cyborg. Everybody else in Teen Titans are fucking dead.
Yeah,
Even
it's fucked up.
Superboy is dead. Superman is fucking dead. Raven is dead. Like all of these people are dead. John Constantine Barry is the only one that wasn't fucked up because he had that nigga running on the treadmill the whole time. He the only nigga that went fucked up. John grabbed that nigga. He like, Barry, understand that you will remember that this shit happened. Listen, I don't want to keep living this shit. Anything is better than this.
Nigga went back to World
Anything.
War II and fucked it up.
He went all the way back to World War II, and he said, "I'm gonna take it all the way back this time."
My thing though with Flash though, he literally a cheat code. Like all you got to do is say Flash to tell that nigga, "Hey, bro, run that shit back."
Exactly what they
literally,
did. Oh God,
literally run that shit back.
bro, that's what happened because it's crazy that they capitalized
Raven
on
did
the
survive,
worst
didn't he,
fucker.
Rue? Yeah, I want to say
I
Raven
think
did
she did
survive.
survive. Her and
Oh,
Robin
and
survived
yeah, I'm about
because
to
she
say
nailed
kid.
Robin.
I was say actual like Damian Robin
Damien
survived.
is the Robin of the Teen Titans in
Yeah,
that
he the one
animated
survived.
universe before he was
Nightwing though, my
reset.
nigga Nightwing sack, bro. He a G.
He was dead man.
He was
And
G.
Nightwing was dead man. Yeah.
He was a G though. But I'm talking about in the movie that he was a G, bro. But Raven,
Yeah.
but it was sad. Like Robin and Raven was just holding hands, bro. Like
We
what you gonna
like, bro,
do? You can't go with that nigga Flash. What you gonna do? What you finna do? We dead. Might as well. Might as well kick it with your bitch at the
They
end.
capitalized on DC fucking up the new 52, telling that story the way that they did, making them all gods.
What's crazy
Then turning
though,
them all
it
back
started
out.
off amazing. It started off amazing, but
Started off great and then they fucked it up. And they did that in this movie, showing that how Darkseid came, how Superman was like, man, fuck, they we can go pull up. They pulled up and got fucked up, and that's how everything went to hell. Darkseid came down there and started terraforming the earth. Superheroes on the run. The only superheroes that's alive is the no names that we don't know in DC.
some sorry niggas. But that's another
Only
thing.
niggas.
That's another thing. James Gunn picked a weird. It was like he's doing what Kevin Feige did, but Kevin Feige had no choice but to pick the Avengers because they sold out all the rights to X-Men and Spider-Man and Hulk and everything. So Kevin Feige was literally like, we got to go pick the C-list squad. And granted, the Avengers wasn't as hot. Like, you only knew about the Avengers if you read the
Nobody know
comics.
the Avengers. They knew certain people from the
Yeah,
Avengers.
like me,
That's how that shit was.
like me, I didn't like. I knew of the Ultimates. I didn't know the Avengers.
Yeah, the Ultimate.
I knew the Ultimate
that I grew up with because
Yeah.
I grew up reading Ultimate Spider-Man, and when I seen that Captain America, he said he was from the Ultimate. So I always thought the Ultimate
Yeah.
was who the Avengers was.
So exactly. So like that's how I was. Like I was a Ultimate Comics boy. Like I read everything from the Ultimate Comics.
Everything from the Ultimates, that dark ass shit. That's probably why we desensitized to so much shit. That dark ass
Bruh,
shit.
and all the stories and shit. Like them niggas went through it, bruh.
Them niggas literally, because so many people died in that universe. Them niggas literally made the apocalypse.
And they stayed dead. And that's the only universe niggas stayed.
Miles is the only nigga to come from Ultimate Comics that survived that shit.
That's how you know he a goat.
He
the goat. He the goat.
Survived Ultimate Comics.
He just cause he was able to like, bro, fuck this universe. I'm finna cross.
He's the only one. That whole universe is literally still flooded to this day.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone now. Yeah.
No, you didn't know
now.
that. So at the end of it, when the what was it called? The Secret Wars happened. The Beyonders came and nuked like so many universes.
That hole was already flooded. There was no life on it, bitch.
Yeah, so Doctor Strange just started sending niggas back to that universe. And when Peter Parker was going back, like Miles was just looking at that nigga and he grabbed that he couldn't do it. He grabbed Miles and brought him with him. And he was like, fuck it. And when he grabbed him,
be here with me, my boy. You could be
when he crossed over, Doctor Strange sensed it and brought Miles' entire family out the Ultimate Universe.
Out the Ultimate
and
Universe.
put them niggas in Brooklyn.
Because they remember that shit.
No. They don't remember shit. They just remember. He's the only him and Peter Parker, the only niggas there know.
The only ones that remember that shit. Okay.
Them
Because
niggas,
that makes sense though. Like he made them learn how to swim in the first issue of his comic in the 616. I was like, hey, we gotta learn how to swim. It's because he traumatized for being in the fucking
listen. So his family was on top of the roof of the building with the whole New York or whatever, and they was just watching the world and then like a flash happened, and then they all woke up. Like Miles, like they woke up at home, and Miles was like in Peter's arm, And then when they landed, they came back. Like the whole story ends with them two, and they land, and
It
then
end with
Peter,
them leaving.
and
Like Peter
yeah,
grabbing Miles and
and
jumping out.
so all the superheroes is dead or whatnot, and the Beyonders are gone because it's only one universe now. It's 616, and then Peter looking at
Because
him.
that was the perfect time for Marvel. They didn't have no other known universes except for the 616
Yeah,
OG.
so him and Peter looking out over New York, and he like, well, what I'm gonna do now? And then Doctor Strange like tells Peter like, take him home, and he was like, we finna go home, and he looked at him, he's like, I ain't got no home to go to. And so they walking down Brook, and this is like, he like, damn, like all these people here. This nigga Miles shook. He just watched the universe get
He
wiped
just
out.
watched everybody that
This
he know
nigga
die.
just,
Literally.
he think everybody dead, bro. He think his whole family
And these
dead.
people that look like people that he knew in his universe, he has to just deal with that he
He
know two
just
versions
dealing
of
with it.
them.
The only thing he don't got is his best friend Genki. Like Genki gone.
And
So
he had to get another one.
yeah, so he walk inside the house and his mama's like, "Hey Mio, I brought you dinner." He just started crying. He look at Peter and start, "Hey, y'all ain't have to do this for me, bro. This a nigga from Brooklyn, bro." And the story ended, and then they pick up, and then they pick up his issues. But they did Miles right. But that nigga done seen some things. But I love when they did that. It was like, well, nigga, you already know about the multiverse. You done seen this shit fucked up. You might as well go out there and help save it. And so he be out
Yeah.
here thugging it in the multiverse.
He's the captain. I know now he's the captain of the Spider Verse team. That team
One of them, like the
Spider Verse.
kids or whatever.
Yeah, he's the captain
Only
of the
thing that
head
sucks
squad.
is that now in the Miles and stuff, it's like he'll be stuck. Like he got captured. Oh yeah, like like last year he got captured for like 8 months, bro. And Peter didn't go save him. Guess who fucking saved him? Iron Man. Like I was like reading, and Iron Man came out of nowhere. Iron Man came out of nowhere. It was like, bro, like you been missing. Like the Avengers been looking for you. Why the fuck? And then he seen this nigga torturing him, like doing tests on him, and Iron Man beat the fuck out of that nigga, bro. Like he was like, and then he was mad. Like, bro, I ain't never. It's only like 3 times Iron Man raged, and that was one of them, bro. He was like, you tortured a little high schooler. What type of shit are you on, bro? Like, bro,
crazy.
yeah, bro. Like, Rue said, I'm just a nigga, bro, for real, bro. That nigga Miles, bro, he just a nigga from Brooklyn trying to make it, bro. And then one issue, he was like with Captain America. Like, this nigga Miles be with all the Avengers. One issue, Miles was with Captain America one time, and then they was like talking about something. They was talking about something to catch this nigga, and it was like a spot in Brooklyn that that you had to be from Brooklyn to know about, like a certain area, and that's the scent that the villain had on him. And so they was like such and such, and then that cat was like, I thought you was from Queens, nigga. And then he was like, oh no, that's that other nigga, bro. I'm from Brooklyn.
That's Peter, bro. I'm from
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn. But no, he not.
Niggas be.
But now that he's in the 616 universe, it's like 8 Spider-Mans in a 3-mile radius, bro. You got,
He got Ben. He got Ben. He got Kane. He's Peter.
Kane.
And then he's him. Then Gwen and
no, not Gwen. Spider-Woman. Gwen is in the multiverse.
Spider-Woman, and then he had Agent Venom in the Secret
Venom, Agent Venom, and then the other Venom.
Anti-Venom, yeah.
And then
it's
one more
in the same city.
It's one more nigga I'm thinking about too. Silk. Yeah, like it's too many spider niggas in like Brooklyn and Queens, bro. Yeah. And Brooklyn and Queens is next door to each other. Like send that nigga to Jersey or something. Like it's too many spider niggas, bro. So like they don't even be writing him. And now they finna give Peter Parker a sidekick.
Spider Kid.
No, like dead ass. Look it up. Like
I already know. I know Spider Kid. That's his name. Oh, how they write him.
That's sick. That's sick ass.
His name Spider Kid. And then like how they write him is that they gonna write him into the story that he is Miles and Peter's sidekick.
That's weird. But
he's weird as fuck.
This is what, did I show you this?
Oh no, you didn't show me that one.
So when I went and talked to the kids, They at the bookstore, the black owned bookstore, they had this there.
Ah, damn.
And I don't think they knew what they had. And this is the
They just
full
let you get it. That was like you can get that bitch.
no, so like what was it? That I was like, do y'all got comics or anything? They was like, yeah. And they showed me the section. It's like one little shelf. They had like a couple of mangas. And it was like the Soho mangas, like the seinen mangas for females or whatever. And then they had like a bunch of DC shit. And then I just seen this in the bookshelf. I was like, ain't no fucking way that's what I think it is.
That.
Ain't no
That.
fucking way this is what I think it is. And then I picked it up and it's like, you know the difference between the hardcover. The hardcover got the prequel and the epilogue in it. Not just like the soft covers just had the story start. And so I was like, oh, I need that. And then when she rung it up and gave it to me, I was like, bruh, this is what I'm talking about, bro.
Love.
And I was just like, I do not. And then like this the Jonathan Hickman story. Like this leads to Secret Wars. Like this the Infinity story that like, you know, Endgame and shit based off of. Like where they get it from. So when I seen that shit, I was like, bro, that's crazy. And it come with the digital one, bro. Like the digital copy, so I can put it on my tablet. But I was so shook, bro. But yeah.
Hey, that shit dope.
Hell yeah, bro.
What color?
I had to get this shit, bro. Cause I ain't seen the hardcover in years, bro. Like,
Yeah, the hardcover hard.
hell
No
yeah,
pun
bro.
intended.
Like, look at that shit, bro.
That bitch the truth.
Hell yeah, bro. Like, and then my boy on it, bro. Gladiator. That's my fucking guy, bro. But yeah, I thought I had to show you that.
F5 thing.
I probably need to tape it down so it'll stay, but sometimes I want to look at the hardcover. But I guess we done. We don't want to spoil no more. Y'all go see Knights of the Zodiac and go see fucking.
That's all that we can say without spoiling it. It's pretty good, but I tell them this is my final pieces on Knights of the Zodiac and Guardians. Knights of the Zodiac, if you've seen the Netflix version, you gonna love the movie. If you like the 80s version, you gonna love it. Don't go into it thinking it's gonna be this big, hard to the teeth thing. Go into it with an open mind and enjoy it. It's one of the best animated movies live action right now. It's in the movies. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with it. You're
That's
right.
my final thought on that shit. Like, come on, it's in the movies. Like, we don't get too many of these over here.
Hell,
You
even
get
if
a good one, and Sony made it. Like, come on.
Sony put some money to it. Hell, if you watch the fucking you make me want to go to Barnes and Noble, bruh. Rube, go, bruh. I've been book shopping, bruh.
And he been showing his
I've
spines
been
and his
going back,
vibes these
bruh.
last 3 weeks. For real. He been going back.
I've been going back.
I've been telling him since I've been going back. Hey, you need to go in physical something different, bro. Like, you gonna fall back in love with your physical. Because it
No,
took me a
it's
minute
not
to
even
get back
that.
in the
Like
line.
a lot of it too. Like when I seen that, like that's a fine. You don't see that no more. Like you don't see those no more
Yeah.
unless you order it. But like sometimes finding stuff in the wild different than ordering it.
Feel
I've
better.
always
Yeah. That's how I feel when I be finding my mangas that I be looking for in a while, and I can just buy them off the shelf. It just feel better.
Like when I found the complete Deadpool, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that.
One in there too, because it's hard to find both of them in the same place.
And the fact Walmart had that shit, that was crazy. But shit, hell, even if you just watch the '80s stuff or like you interested in Knights of the Zodiac, go watch it. And of course,
It's a good
everybody.
starter. It's a good way to get interest, to pique your interest. It's a good way to do
Yep.
that.
And hell, everybody need to go see Guardians. James Gunn did. And
Guardians,
then that's a good send off for James Gunn too.
yes,
That
bro. Like
James
Guardians
Gunn.
is a 10 out. Is Guardians is like one of their 5-star movies. Like it's
That
in a 5-star category.
that's one of the things that's like it reminds you why we love Marvel, why we fell in love with Marvel 10 years. Oh damn, it's gonna be damn near 20 years ago.
20 years on God. It make
Damn,
you
15
like we
years
fell in
ago.
love. With some of
Guardians
these movies.
Guardians been out for 10 years, bro.
I can't wait till
Guardians,
that hoe get on Disney Plus and I can watch all three of them on the little weekend. I ain't got nothing to do. That shit
bro.
gonna be to see all three of them together in a sequence like that.
Deadpool kills Marvel, bro. That's one of everybody's favorite Marvel stories,
Yeah,
bro.
because it's one of the first times where Deadpool is ever serious. That's the story that he killed the funny voice. It's a red voice that come into his head. It's different from the black voice, which is like his comical voice, and then the funny voice that break the fourth wall, which is the white voice. Red voice come in his head, and he kill both of the other voices, and that's his only voice, and that's why he go on the rampage that he do. He
No,
tell
it's
him
cause
that
it's something
he's
else.
just a
That's
comic
not the
book character.
reason, but like something happened that makes him like pissed off, and then he
Yeah,
goes on the
if something
rampage.
had happened and then he go on the rampage, but the voice was what started it though. Like he lost his
No,
first
so
two
like that
voices.
voice comes out when like traumatic shit happens, or like what was it,
Uh,
his schizophrenia? Because like he has schizophrenia. That's where the voices come from. And so like basically like the experience, like I forgot what happened, but it's just like he like fuck it, like I'm done with this shit, and then he lets the red voice take over. He didn't kill it,
uh,
he lets it take over and go dumb.
the
He like
first because the first person to show you how serious he is in that book is he kills Spider Man, his friend. Spider Man put a gun to his head and just shoot him in broad daylight in front of everybody. Like, well, at least that's one of the strongest ones out
yeah,
of
that's
his
what it
franchise
is,
right
Rube.
now.
Yeah,
I can't see the comments. What he said.
he said they tried to get him committed.
Yeah, they tried to commit, and that's what it was. And the red voice had took over.
But anyway, it's one you gotta get up in the morning. You wrote down the
Hell yeah, it was a bunch of them hoes too.
all right, bet. I appreciate you, Rube, for being here. We done made it a year,
Appreciate it, y'all.
y'all.
And everybody to make it a special last season finale. Y'all gonna love the first episode of season 2 next week.
Yeah, we done made it a year. We here. We did it. Appreciate everybody.
Next week.
We out.
We did
And
it, we did it.
damn, this one went on for another hour and 12. Damn. All right. Yeah, let's end it for this shit. Cut off on us. All right, y'all.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
y'all.